Hello, everybody. Ken, Ameripro Mortgage, Silver Creek Realty Group, real estate source in California, mortgages. Let's talk about houses and CBH in Boise today. CBH has some really nice houses in the Northwest Boise area, and they don't develop this area often. And this particular subdivision has 3 houses for sale. Okay. I'm going to zoom into it over here. One for 747.9, 859.9, and 827. So I'm going to choose this one right here because of the price at 859.9, which is above the conforming loan limit. 806.50. Yeah, 806.500, excuse me. Conforming. So how do you get that down to conforming loan limits, and where would you use? Well, you could do 20% down, but let's just say you don't want to do 20% down. You have money you're working elsewhere with, you got it, who knows. So I'm going to go over here to a quick pricer. And I want to show you what you can do with this particular purchase on that house. 859.9, 806.500 for the loan amount. Okay, 780 FICO score. You can use the 7.6 conforming Fannie Mae arm. Excuse me. So why the 7.6? Well, it's fixed for 7 years. Then it can adjust every 6 months. 7 years from now is past the next election and halfway into the new presidency. And you're going to have 2 opportunities when they'll juice this economy back up again. One's right before the election. Trump might try to beat the interest rates down and you could get a better rate. Or once someone else is elected and they're in office, they might have the ability to juice the economy. But the 7.6 arm today, the pricing's amazing. That's why I wanted to pull this up. So this is the conforming over here, and this is a 7.6 Fannie Mae. I'm going to scroll down here. All right. And we're going to go to par. And par means it doesn't cost you anything for the interest rate. So at 599, I have a rate premium of a credit of $169. So on 806.500, that's par pricing. There's your payment. There's your MI because you're at 93% financing. I believe that priced out at 93%. If I went back here and looked at it real quick on the loan to value at 93.78. So it's kind of fun just to run through these scenarios. There's a fixed, there's a Fannie 7.6, and kind of grab pricing because I'll have people call me and say, price this out. What are rates today? I says, well, what do you want rates to be? Do you need the 5.9? Do you need a lower payment? The 5.9 on the 7.6, the rate premium right there, that's your par pricing. What do you get charged on top of this? Title, escrow, origination fee, appraisal, home inspection, taxes, and impounds for homeowners insurance. So you know that. So if you're coming from California and you want to look at some nice houses, you want to get them in, and that's a California payment. You want to get them in what you're comfortable with for a California payment. Use the 7.6 arm. And when we're into a new administration, 7 years to take another look at this. And let's take a quick look at the house. All right. Here is we're looking at. Let's see if they'll let me open it. Or do they kick me out? There we go. 859.9. It does have a discount on it. There are incentives we can use on this product, on this house. Okay. There's some other houses here, but let's take a quick look. And again, CBH houses, they're palette neutral. You can really make them look nice with modern furniture, and most any color will meet in there. This particular house has a nice backyard. It's in a great area, great schools. Just a really easy way to move to Boise, Idaho, and just slip right in and have a nice livable house at a payment you're used to, clean, ready to go, and it's in a great area. And you can click through here, and I'm going to tell you real quick why on this product. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's a great house. Let's go look at let's see if we can get out of here real quick. Boom, boom. Let's see, and go up here to the top and go back. And we get the map. Maybe not the map. Maybe um, the Hill Road community. Well, they do have, but this is the community right here. You're backed up to the foothills. I believe these houses are right over here in this corner that we're looking at. Okay. You have a view all the way across the valley, looking towards the Oahes. When you buy into Boise, it's best to have your house facing south because your driveway, if it does snow, it melts the fastest and you don't have to be out there shoveling snow. So if you're interested in a house like this, you want to get some really good pricing. We're a broker at Ameripro. We can run it across 100 different lending programs, but I stick with 10 of my favorites because there's some things that an underwriting that if you have any bumps, if you know people, it's a relationship business. If you know people, you can get things done. I had one of my premier lenders call me last Friday, and the person I work with there has been with the company one career, his whole life. And I know the vice president of the company, and I have her cell phone. And he sits in the boss's office, knows her, and knows the owner. And we had a nice chat. If I ever have any problem with my loans, I'm not getting along with the underwriter, or I believe it needs to be underwritten anyway, and they could buy it, services as a Fannie, take a couple payments, then sell it off. I have the ability to get that done. So that's a great reason to work with us here at Ameripro. Debbie, my business partner, she's been doing this as long as I have. Ameripro's been since 2011. She's been doing mortgages her whole life. That's all she does is underwriting, running the business. So give us a call here, 208-228-5663. You can call me on my cell phone, 208-250-5214, or on my desk phone, 208-410-6264. Be happy to show you around the community of Boise, show you some of these homes, show you why that's a great area. If that's the price range you're looking in, I would certainly buy one of those houses. Just an easy fit, good quality product. You'd slide right in. It's already completed, and you could get your move to Boise done this summer. So hope you're having a great day. Want to talk to me, give me a call. You want to email me, you found me on my channel. Or if you want to approve yourself, go to Angel AI, Kenneth, askangelai.com/Kenneth Dunn and get an approval by AI, which is 100% guaranteed by Pavwan, the owner of SunWest Mortgage, that anything that AI approves, he will back and underwrite, and it won't be the loan that falls out. It'll be the house because of a house deficiency. But you're buying a new house, you probably won't have that problem. So you can do that on your phone. Yeah, pretty neat. It'll ask you some questions. You can take pictures of your drivers, your social. They can pull your income from the back end from the work number, your taxes. It can pull that. And you can pretty much get a loan underwritten on your phone right now, unless you're difficult and you're in the gray area. You can even do the self-employed. You can do the truck drivers. There's some areas that if it gets tough, I'll still be on there. I can see what you're doing as far as a coach. We can step into it if there's something going wrong. But that's a great way to take a look at loans to see what you can qualify for. There's also a couple things on there which are really neat for realtors. You can do outbound calls if you're a realtor. If you got a list of 500 people you need to call, you can upload it to AI and they will call it. You have a digital twin. You have a credit boost on there. All you have to pay for is the credit pull and the letters. And it is relentless. It keeps sending the letters out every month and will boost your credit score. So short video today, Kenneth, Ameripro Mortgage. Give me a call. Bye.